Nearly 3 out of 10 households in Korea today have pets, mostly dogs, according to the country's first nationally approved statistical survey on pet ownership.
반려동물 양육 현황을 조사한 국내 첫 국가 승인 통계에 따르면 국민 10가구 중 거의 3가구가 반려동물과 살고 있으며 이 중 반려견을 기르는 비율이 가장 높은 것으로 집계됐습니다. What do we know?
Well, I started off the headline saying nearly 3 out of 10. So it's not quite 30%. It is 29.2% of households are raising pets in 2025. And of those households, 80.5% say that they raise dogs, while 14.4% say they raise cats, and 4.1% say that they raise fish.
Okay, interesting. 개를 키우는 비율이 80%, 고양이는 14%, 그리고 그다음에 이제 물고기 4% 뭐 이런 순이네요. So this was the first time that this sort of data was collected, and it was through the census. So it was an additional question asked. And we've never had these sort of stats here before.
For pets.
For pets, yeah.
They also do say that pet owners generally spend on average about 121,000 won per month for their particular pets.
맞아요. 반려동물을 키우는데 드는 평균 비용이 12만 원 정도라고 하는데요. 개는 13만 5천 원 정도가 평균이라고 하고 고양이는 9만 2천 원 정도가 또 평균이라고 합니다. 자, 그러면 한번 표현을 볼게요. We're talking about households. So 3 out of 10 households.
A household is basically a place where people live. So it could be a person who lives by themselves.
Yep.
It could be a family. But it's just a home of some sort. So the number of households or homes that are being surveyed here.
여기서 말하는 이제 10가구 중 3가구 할 때 그 가구에 해당되는 게 영어로는 household가 되겠습니다. We have a lot of single person households.
More these days, certainly. Yeah.
1인 가구 참 많잖아요. 자, 그 다음에는 nationally approved survey라고 했는데 nationally?
Nationally is just something that's inclusive of the country. So in this particular case, obviously it's Korea, but looking at everyone within Korea. So not just within Seoul or not just within the capital region. We're talking about a survey that was conducted across all of Korea.
전국적으로 실시됐다라는 뜻이 되겠습니다. 국민총조사에서 이제 추가로 된 질문 그런 항목이었고요. 이번에 처음으로 이렇게 반려동물 양육 현황 조사 결과가 발표가 됐어요. 또 굉장히 흥미로웠던 거는 제가 이 기사를 보면서 이제 국민 10명 중 2명은 앞으로 1년 내에 반려동물 입양 계획이 있다. So 2 out of 10 people in Korea are thinking about getting a pet in the next year. So maybe this percentage will go up. It'll be more than 3 in 10.
That would be interesting.
그러게 말입니다. 자, 여기 단어는 이제 pet를 이제 쓰는 게 가장 일반적이고 우리 말을 그대로 직역을 해서 companion animal 해도 돼요. 근데 pet가 가장 일반적입니다. 그렇죠? pet는 굉장히 좋은 단어고요. petting이라는 동사로도 쓸 수 있어요. 이건 쓰다듬는다. 이런 굉장히 예뻐한다. 이런 뜻이 될 수 있고 어린이한테는 영국에선 hello pet 이렇게 하기도 해요. hello
really?
love 하는 것처럼 애칭으로. 그래서 굉장히 예쁜 단어입니다. pet는요. Alright. Well, here's the headline again. Nearly 3 out of 10 households in Korea today have pets, mostly dogs, according to the country's first nationally approved statistical survey on pet ownership. Let's move on.
Korean snowboarder Chang Ga-eun's gold medal winning run in the women's halfpipe has been named among U.S. broadcaster NBC's list of top highlights from the first half of the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympics.
우리나라 최가운 선수가 스노보드 여자 하프파이프 종목에서 금메달을 따낸 경기가 미국 NBC 방송이 뽑은 2026 밀라노 코르티나 단페조 동계올림픽의 전반기 10대 명장면 중 하나로 선정됐습니다. So this is a big feat, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. NBC has been the American broadcaster of the Olympics since I was a kid. So,
Oh, wow.
yeah, like whenever I think of Olympics in North America, I do think of NBC, and they're a very big broadcaster of this event. So,
Yeah.
they'll have this list that they're naming of the first half of the Winter Olympics that have now progressed, and yeah, among those, for Chen Gao's to be one of those, they're obviously saying that this is a huge moment. And, I remember watching this live last week, and
Really?
I had to work at 9 a.m. the next morning, and I stayed up until 5 a.m. to watch this.
Wow.
Because this was to me, this was one of the biggest moments for Korea in terms of, because Chloe Kim, who's Korean American, is the two-time defending champion of this event.
Yeah.
And we had this 17-year-old coming in that had won 3 tournaments in the last month leading up to the Olympics. So she was seen as a possible, upsetter of Chloe Kim's gold, and certainly that's exactly what happened. And if you saw the event, what made this really big for me was she actually crashed in her first 2 runs, and then on her 3rd run is when she got the score. So if she didn't complete a clean run in her 3rd run, she actually would have finished last.
Really?
Yeah. So then, like in her 3rd try, she had like this perfect run.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
both of the crashes in the 1st and 2nd run, like they were crashes when you watch it, was like, oh, is she okay? So it probably took a lot of courage and bravery to get up and say, no, I'm going to do it again, because they had actually brought out a stretcher to really cart her down. So the fact that she got up and said, nope, I'm going to do it again, very, very brave, and obviously a huge moment.
스트레처는 들 것이에요. 그러니까 부상 당한 것으로 보여졌기 때문에 들 것까지 가지고 의료진 그 메디컬 스타프가 와서 이제 더 이상 못하지 않을까 싶었는데
Yeah.
모든 것을 딛고 일어나서 그냥 계속 한 정도가 아니라 금메달을
Yeah.
받아냈으니 참 MBC에서 10대 명장면으로 정말 뽑을만 하네요. Now, Chloe Kim, of course, was one of Choi Gaon's role models growing up. So
Yeah.
what a moment
Absolutely.
for the two of them.
And they've been friends on the tour because they compete all year long, and
Right.
throughout the course of the year, like you can see that they've become friends because she's Korean heritage.
Yeah.
So as soon as Chaegon it was confirmed that she won the medal after Chloe Kim fell on her last run, Chloe Kim went running to Chaegon to give her a hug, and you could see that nobody was happier for Chaegon than Chloe Kim.
와, 대단하네요. 자, 그럼 표현 보겠습니다. A medal winning run.
So a run is like a run down the course. So when you go skiing, we'll call that like a ski run. Which run do you want to go down? Do you want to go down this run or this run? So like they'll often have names and colors and stuff on it, but we call those a run. So not only is the course a run, but the actual act of going
Right.
down, that's your run as well. So it's kind of like the event of going down was her run, and her medal winning run. So the particular run that she did that won her the gold medal, that's the run that we're talking about.
우리가 그러니까 가끔 이런 말 하잖아요. That was a good run. 이러면은 달렸다는 게 아니라 지금까지 우리가 했던 퍼포먼스 이게 괜찮았다. 아니면 공연, 연기, 인생도 가끔은 우리가 in life we could talk about, I stayed at this company for 20 years. It was a good run.
Yeah, we had a good run.
그러니까요. 그런 식으로도 쓸 수 있어요. 자, 여기서는 경기라는 뜻으로 썼다고 볼 수 있겠는데 a medal winning run, 메달 수상으로 이어진 경기. Now what about the highlight of something?
A highlight of something is like one of the outstanding parts of something, or something that stood out within this greater thing. So the Olympics are going on right now, and there's lots of great moments, but among all of these great moments that are taking place in the Olympics, well, let's take out like the 10 best highlights. And so these are like the moments that stood out among all of those.
Exactly. 자, 우리도 뭐 외래어로 그대로 쓰니까 뜻이야 바로 직감적으로 아실 것 같은데 발음이요. 이제 우리는 하이라이트 이렇게 많이 쓰는데 영어로는 highlight.
Highlight,
그래서
yeah.
L 발음이 좀 더 강해요.
Yes.
다시 한번 읽어보겠습니다. Korean snowboarder 최가온's gold medal winning run in the women's halfpipe has been named among US broadcaster NBC's list of top highlights for the first half of the 2026 Milano Cortina Winter Olympics. Now let's move on to our final headline.
A talented strongman from Mexico has made history by setting the record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours, completing an astonishing total of 12,345 repetitions, according to the Guinness World Records.
멕시코의 한 남성이 하루에 턱걸이를 가장 많이 한 사람으로 기네스 세계 기록에 올랐습니다. 이 남성은 24시간 동안 턱걸이를 12,345회나 성공해 종전 기록을 경신한 것으로 알려졌습니다. It always baffles me what records exist out there. This is one of them. His name is Enrique Zapata, I think.
Yeah.
And he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's right.
12,345 pull-ups.
Yeah, I was wondering if he stopped at 345 in the end on purpose
Yeah,
in
that's
order
what
to
I
make
thought.
the number more memorable. Because if it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 or 1, 2, 3, 5, 0, it might be a little bit less memorable. But, you know,
Yeah.
everyone can remember, yeah, he did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12,345 pull-ups.
맞아요. 저 의도한 건지 아닌지는 모르겠지만 이 12,345회가 진짜 숫자만 그대로 읽으면 1, 2, 3, 4, 5입니다. 잊을 수가 없는 숫자네요.
And
There's more,
this
yeah.
is the record for 24 hours. So the number of pull-ups he did in 24 hours. But it's not the only record he owns. He also has done 7,100 pull-ups in 12 hours. And he also has the record of 4,949 in 8 hours.
Wow.
So he's quite the pull-up guy.
Yeah, I understand that those two records have since been broken, but he did have that
Yeah.
record nonetheless at one point. He said that it was discipline, belief, and having a great team that helped him do this. 규율과 믿음 그리고 아주 특별한 팀이 있었기에 가능했다.
And by the way, when you look at him, I looked it up and took a look at his picture.
Yeah.
He's not like this huge, bulking guy.
No.
Like he's like, if you look at him with a shirt on, he looks like a normal guy. And when
Yeah.
you think of pull-ups, you're pulling up your own body weight. So if you're actually really big and heavy, it's actually more detrimental to
Yeah.
you being able to do it. So he's actually not that big.
No. But actually, speaking of big, though, he was standing next to a life-size figure of him when he was, I think, a little bit overweight.
Yeah.
So he used to be big, but not in a healthy
Yeah,
sense. I think he lost a ton of weight by, exercising, and now he kind of looks like a different person almost.
Yeah.
Not bulky, but, he's...
Slim.
Yeah, slim, healthy. Great for him. Let's have a look at making history.
If you make history, these days we talk about setting records and stuff like that, but you're doing something noteworthy
Yeah.
for someone to write down in history. If you think of it that way, like let's say 50 years ago or 100 years ago, I'm sure a lot of things happened, but we didn't write those down in history unless it was worthy of being historic. Somebody had to write that down and say, okay, this is something that's memorable. Let's write it down in the history books. So, yeah, not everything is written in history.
Yes, exactly. 이 사건은 역사에 길이 남을 것이다. This, 무엇이든지 간에, has made history. 이런 식으로 표현을 하는데요. Astonishing입니다. What does that mean?
Something that is astonishing is unbelievable. Something that's amazing that you, oh, really? Like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that happened. It's something that's shocking.
그렇죠. 굉장히 놀랍다라는 뜻이에요. 그래서 이 엔리케 자파타가 made history 했다. 아주 역사적인 기록을 세웠어요. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. A talented strong man from Mexico has made history by setting the record for the most pull-ups in 24 hours, completing an astonishing total of 12,345 repetitions, according to the Guinness World Records. And that's it for the headlines this morning.